I got the chat. They were putting on some nice little music.
Hello.
I share my screen. Yeah, it's just a whole working together, getting stuff done.
Yeah. Oh, we got a couple. Oh no, that's the bot. Okay, so so for this, we're looking at select. Oops.
I do that. 1 second.
Yep.
Just getting everything organized. There you go.
Okay, so I'm just going to close mine because, well, I'll minimize it. There we go. Okay.
Well, you can have yours open, and then you can like type things and things around.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, it was me. Let me. Second. Also. So I keep losing where our window is, where to go. Okay.
Good. So,
so
as we talk about this, I just want to kind of let's just talk about an overall flow and how we can do this. Certainly, making a list of the different courses that we want to do, or the different videos and all. Are you thinking that what you would do is you would create the video portion and then I would just do a narration for it?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Okay. So when it comes time to videoing, let's just kind of talk through. I have a couple suggestions, that pretty simple stuff that that I use when I'm doing demos. So we can talk through that when it comes time.
All right. I think a big part of here is just figuring out how to pare it down so it's easy to understand videos,
right,
and resources.
So I think we should have a video on just installing and a basic setup.
All right, so let's add a list of here on top. And call it videos. So you said introduction?
Right.
It might be easier if you do a lot of the typing, because
That's
I'm
fine. Slow. I think for what we're talking about, like a 2 to 3 minute is probably our target.
Yes.
So, introduction. You said,
Essentially, what we're starting with what we tried to make last time.
yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Do you have like macros
Like,
or any?
no, but how about like managing game layouts, managing game control layouts?
Okay.
So it's all about like how to create one for a game, how to share it, how to reset it, like those simple things.
Okay. And you can save each of your game layouts and name them and then bring them up, right?
Yeah, and then you can also we'll show people how to once you create a layout and it's working for you. Here's how to share it with our community.
Okay.
We're definitely going to want something about advanced control options.
Okay.
I think.
I suspect that this might be, let's say, a series.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we group them into. I'm looking at the list that you just scrolled through.
Yeah, that's a lot of the things. Like, I think an overview, like how to change the look and feel of Overjoyed.
Okay.
Because you can change the transparency, you can move it around, you could change sensitivity by making it bigger or smaller. Customizing the Overjoyed UI, it's called that.
So I think that's probably, I mean, I suspect that we could go on for a while. But my suspicion is that once we build a couple of these, I think our perspective on how we want to structure and what we want to include is going to change. So I kind of think that, we can certainly make a list, and I'm happy to do whatever makes the most sense to you. But I suspect that after we create a couple of these and we get feedback, we might, it might be a good time to revisit this and say, okay, we need to think about this differently, and let's, restructure it.
All right. Well, I think in my mind, I'd rather just get it all out on a list.
Fine.
Like just in case, like there might be other people that I do this with as well. And,
Yep.
like, so let you know, there's an idea I've been working on. I call it barrier-free branding, and what that is it's essentially teaching people with disabilities how to live stream, how to make videos, and doing that through helping assistive technology centers around the U.S. like doing projects for them, making videos for them, and how-to resources, like kind of what we're doing now, but it's a way to help out these AT centers because honestly, they don't really have that social media presence to them.
Okay.
And then that could be something where they're helping me make videos about Overjoyed, but also other things and other AT technologies.
Okay.
So what do you think of that idea? Like kind of as a way to get healed disabilities that like me might be sitting at home and wishing that something a way they give back or share their passions.
I think that's
They
I
can
think
do
that's
that. They're
great.
helping others.
You know, I the other another piece of this is that we could spend some time watching, you know, because a ton of people have videos, right? Um, so there may be videos that we could just add into a library and not have to recreate.
Yeah.
And you know, we could like if someone has, you know, a really good video on how to create a demo, but there are specifics that that are, you know, to a disabled community or something like that, then you know we could have, you know, these are some things to think about when you're watching this video and have like a short introduction to it, and then you know tag the video.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And I think there is so much that can be created and created well.
100%.
Like that's why I'm like the two of us are gonna be able to do our own.
Yeah.
And honestly, we might not understand how these technologies work either. I'm always thinking big and always like beyond just Overjoyed. But
Sure.
I know that the just Overjoyed stuff is important too.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested. You know, for me, it's just time management. You know, with trying to
Yeah,
get my
that's why
study done.
I'm trying to grow it so
Right. We can get
sense
we
so
can
we
get
don't need
other
you.
participants. Yeah, that'd be great.
But for now, you and I can work together and like figure this out.
Yeah, 100%. What else? What else are you thinking about for videos?
Well, right now I'm just going through this right now, so I'm different modes. There's twin stick mode. There's actually let's see, we'll call it integrate your existing AT tech. Integrate your existing. Basically, how to combine you already use with Overjoyed. I think I can add to this list on my own. What I love to do is just like, let's script out the first one.
Okay.
How do you even begin to like? What's your process for scripting?
You know, honestly, a lot of my process is that I will do an extemporaneous demo, you know, and I would expect that you probably could do that because you know the content so well. And so what I typically have done when, you know, I'm in that situation is I will just create a video and and talk through it as if I'm teaching somebody, and then afterwards I clean up the script, and because I have my description along with it, it's easy for me to reline up a cleaner narration.
So do you want to do a practice run like we did last time?
Yeah.
And then figure out the script from there?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Is
So
that
I will stop sharing, and you can share your screen.
so? Do you want me to run the demo? I mean, I don't mind. I'm wondering if it might be smoother if you do it.
I would actually show it. Okay. On my screen. Okay, I get what you mean.
So, a couple of things. I don't know what your what your thoughts are on demos, but let me give you my quick thoughts on it. Give me just a second to bring up the sheet. Okay. So one of the things I do, I like having a nice large mouse. I think it makes pointing at things a lot easier. As an audience member, I really don't like when people do this. I find it visually distracting and annoying. So typically, if someone's going to show me something, I would put the mouse over to it and use that as my pointer, and just leave it on the screen to talk about.
Yeah,
Does that?
don't move it too much.
Yeah. And just remember that the people that are watching are going to go a lot slower because they're watching you and then they're doing it on their own. So you have to go at a little slower pace. If there's a process that maybe the pace is too slow, on the post production, we can increase the speed of the video. So don't worry about if it's too slow. We can always speed it up.
And then we gotta think about like all the different people, different audiences that might need it slower.
Yeah.
That might not want it to go that fast. I mean,
Right.
I feel like a lot of videos nowadays they just fly by.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that is really made for quick consumption, and that may not be appropriate for whoever we're targeting. Although there is the option. Sorry, I had a gnat. There is the option that they can slow down the video.
That's true.
So, and I don't mind doing the demo if you or you could run a demo and I could re-record it. But I think you being the expert would be ideal to walk through the process, and if there are additional questions, we can have a conversation about it. And
I think what you can do is maybe as we're doing it, I could be the. So what I would love, is I'm the one like showing the stuff, but it could be like you're kind of narrating what I do, kind of.
Yeah, I
know how to navigate and stuff, but I mean,
right.
The hard part for me is sitting there explaining each and everything.
I would do that post-production after the fact, and we can, I can pause the video or whatever the case is. So if you want to try doing a demo, maybe I can follow up and do the same thing, and we can mosh the two together or whatever the case.
Alright, let me share my screen then. Are you sure you'll see the screen now?
Yep.
Okay.
I liked the demo that we did last time. I know it had a couple glitches in it, but I thought that flow or the process was pretty good.
I think so. Alright, welcome to today's tutorial on how to use Overjoyed.
Mhm.
First off, I'm going to show you how to, it's the wrong one. How to find Overjoyed online and install it to the Microsoft Store. We're going to go to the Overjoyed website. Here's the Overjoyed website. And before we actually install, I wanted to show you you can actually try out Overjoyed live on the website. So you hover over here, you can see Overjoyed in action. You can see that as I move around, each of these quadrants light up. And it's showing what buttons are held. And if I click, it'll say that view was pressed or X was pressed. And you can see that when you're in the center, nothing is held. And essentially, Overjoyed works by taking your mouse movement and clicks and turning it into button presses. And you can play around with that here and see how it actually works. And once you're ready, we're going to click on Get It from Microsoft.
And this is
then
only
I always
available
recommend
through, this is only available through Microsoft, right? It's not available for Macs.
this is a Windows app only for Microsoft Store.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to click on View and Store. And if this pop-up appears, just hit the checkbox and open link. And now once this appears, you want to click Install.
See, like right here, it's very easy to accelerate the video.
Yeah. Or just like cut to where it's ready.
Yeah, I usually put like a little tag on, that shows, it's kind of like that thing that they do with YouTube, a few minutes later.
Oh, like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Alright, once it is installed, you want to click Open. You can see that as soon as you open Overjoyed, it takes you to this really helpful tutorial. For right now, I'm just going to close that. Now we have Overjoyed installed. And you can see that one of the first steps you want to do is you can actually create new layouts. And right now I'm just going to stick with the default layout. But I am going to switch it to Gamepad so that I can show you how it looks. A site I always recommend when you first learning Overjoyed. It's called GamepadTester.com. So look up Gamepad Tester, and here it is. And let me drag this over so you can see. Alright, so before we do anything, I'm going to show you what the default layout looks like. So if I hit start, So one thing I should show. Second.
So am I correct that it doesn't matter what kind of pointing device you use? It's just an interface between your pointing device and whatever the game is.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So there's this thing I'm gonna uninstall something. Just so when they install, I can show them how to get past that.
Okay.
So there's a software that allows you to create a Xbox 360 controller. I'm gonna remove that for now, so that in my tutorial I can show them how to have it.
Okay.
As I gotta remember, this is their first time ever opening it.
So if I were to re-record this demo, well, I don't know that I need to. Do you like having? I mean, I recognize that you may have the visual keyboard on because it helps you, but is that a useful thing for the demo to have?
Maybe not, but that's kind of how I get around the computer.
I'm not criticizing. I'm asking because I see that you're having to move it out of the way a little bit, and I recognize that you're using it, but I just don't want to, just asking a question.
Well, now that I have everything open, I think what I would always do is make sure that I have everything open and ready, and then I can just pop it up.
Yep.
And demoing. Alright, so we're going to show you the default layout of Overjoyed in the gamepad mode. I click Start Overjoyed. And you can see here that you need a gamepad driver installed on the computer in order to create a gamepad. So what we're going to do is, you see, open it up in my browser and downloaded the Vegan Bus driver from GitHub. So we're going to click on that. And we're going to go next, agree, next, install. Say yes on the thing that pops up. And we're going to hit finish. Let's close that window. And I'm just going to drag Overjoyed over here.
Can you remind me?
You can see now.
Can you remind me how you got to GitHub?
It automatically asks if you don't have the driver, it will go there.
Oh, it'll open it automatically.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So now you can see that Overjoyed is activated, that window has gone away. What we're going to want to do is, first let's try up here. Here's hitting A. And you can see on the gamepad tester, this is the one being pressed. You can see you gotta press A up here, you press A there. So what you're going to want to do next is double click right here to activate Overjoyed. And just move your mouse around, and you can see it's moving the left stick in any direction that I go.
That's cool.
And then if I click, I'm going to click right there, or hold click the A, it will be. So you can essentially just use it as a joystick right here. And then you can press different buttons. So if I'm in the center, you can see the left stick is not moving at all, because the center of the joystick is kind of your safe zone. It's where you can go when you don't want to be moving the character at all. So I can be right here and hold A and not move the character. Or I can go up here, move the character forward, and hold A. So once you've played around with it a bit in this mode, you're going to want to double click this glowing center right here. And now you're back out. And you can see here that when Overjoyed is deactivated, you got all these quick controls when you're navigating the game menus. You got the arrow keys, A and V, your start select, and so on. So once you try it out in the gamepad tester, alright, so here's my next problem though. I don't know what game to show that in the beginning. Or is this better because it's showing you how this becomes a controller?
I like this view, and I think that controller is pretty good. Again, if we're looking for like a 2-3 minute video, I don't think we have a lot of time to demo a game, but that might be kind of the outtake would be, you know, the game coming up and you just kind of playing through for 30 seconds or something.
Yeah. And I think in the future, like once we got the basics down, it could be like, here's how to play this game with Overjoyed.
Right.
And that's when we show off like using Overjoyed in that game. I think we gotta get the basics out of the way first.
Right. And I think that what we do is we have a video on introduction, installing, and just kind of an overview. I really liked how you demonstrated the controller working on the website. I thought that was brilliant. And then I think we could have a configuration for basic keyboard, basic Xbox, basic Switch, and have 3 videos like that.
Yeah, because okay, let's do that. So right here. Alright, I'm gonna show you how. Come on. I'm gonna try to close all the other settings in here. I don't want to show everybody my stuff. So I'm gonna show you how basic keyboard works.
Right.
How basic keyboard works. I'm gonna stay in the default layout. I'm gonna click basic keyboard. You can see that the interface changed the keys. And I'm going to show you how that works in the default layout. So I recommend opening up Notepad, just like I have here, and put it off to the side, and then starting Overjoyed, and then make sure you click in the Notepad, and we're going to just activate Overjoyed by double clicking like I just did, and you can see, based on the keys that entered in the Notepad, what exactly is being held whenever you move your mouse around. So right now it's just WASD for up, left, right, and back. And if I tap, you'll see it does the space key. So it does it in the center. So that's the most basic layout that you would need. Essentially, you're just moving the character around and using space to jump. And you can actually change any of that simply by clicking on the W here, and then either typing with your keyboard or getting your on-screen keyboard open, and just simply pressing W. Or you can see it does any key you want.
Can you
And
do
you
like
could,
a control, like Control W?
yeah, so any key that you type, even control.
But can you make a combination?
Alright, so to make a combination, that's actually what these little buttons here are with the arrows. And right now, anything that you have, anytime you have this on for diagonal quadrant, you can see that right now it says up left, which means it's the A and W at the same time in this quadrant. Over here is doing W to B, DS, AS. And that's essentially how you move down and left, out and left, out and right, and down and right. And if you want to set that to just a regular key, you click here to uncombine, and now you can make this any key that you want. And then if you want to put it back to combine, you just click combine, and now it's set up again. So these are the actions that happen when you move your mouse in the quadrant. So I move my mouse up in the north quadrant, it would hold W. On the south quadrant, it would hold S. You can also click on the left click controls tab, and you can see, okay, anytime I click in any of these locations, it'll hold the space key for me. And if I want to change that, just like we showed you before, you just click on it and type whatever key you need. And the same for the right click controls. You can do all doing X right here. So you can see that with just by using your on-screen keyboard to type, you can change any of these controls to whatever the game needs. I feel like I gave you lots of good content there.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And I frankly I like the on-screen keyboard. I think it makes, whatever button you're pressing much more visible.
Yeah, and a lot of people, that's all they can use, so they're used to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, I feel like I showed everything on the basic level.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think what I'll do is I'll take, just send me the video or put it in our shared folder, and I'll turn this into a script, and maybe I'll do kind of a scrappy narration so that you can see it.
Yeah.
You can see it with a video, and then we can adjust the script before trying to produce it.
Because it seems like we... Oh, look at you. You already typed that out. I was going to say, we did it with the keyboard. We did it with the gamepad. Once we have those two ready, then we'll tackle Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. I think
actually, that's a lot of setup just to get it working on your Switch.
Yeah, I think doing the intro and then like the keyboard and Xbox, that's a lot for now.
Yeah. I think I'll leave the Nintendo Switch for like even a way later date.
Yep.
Because once you get, essentially, it's identical to gamepad, but it's just extra setup to get the adapter working.
Gotcha. Okay.
But one thing that I can teach them any of the basic controls, and it'll apply to Nintendo Switch as well.
Yeah.
Because we got a later date, we have to show them toggling. I see it once. Or in gamepad mode, there's even toggle. First one once, variable sticks. There's all the things in here. I think most of the things in here require their own video.
Okay. Good. One thing to let you know.
Let's record one more thing.
Okay.
So I'm just going to record the UI settings.
Good.
Okay, so let me close that. Let me close this. Alright, so I got Overjoyed. So let me show you how you can change Overjoyed UI to fit whatever you need. So once you open it up, you're on the settings page. Just click Start Overjoyed. As you can see, right now it is not transparent at all. Which means that if you have something behind it, you can't see behind it at all. And the way to fix that is go to View up top, and then see Transparency here. You can just drag that, and the further you drag it to the right, the more transparent, until it's as transparent as it can be. And see, now you can see your game or website or whatever you're doing right behind it. For right now, just so I'm showing you, I'm going to keep it fully opaque. Another thing you can do is, say your mouse is very sensitive, and you're able to fly across the screen like I am. One way to really improve sensitivity in Overjoyed, so say you move your mouse very fast. I recommend increasing the size of Overjoyed so that you have to move your mouse more in order to do the same actions. And if your mouse is not very sensitive, it needs to be more sensitive. And I'm gonna resize the window to be about that size. And now, there's very little movement. You are able to control Overjoyed. So you change sensitivity by changing the size of the Overjoyed. There's something else I was going to show them, and I can't remember. A little bit. Oh. And for people that speak a different language, you can actually translate the entirety of Overjoyed application to whatever language you need. And you do that by, on the settings menu, go to the American flag up here. You click it, and now you can see an entire list of all different languages that you can translate to. For now, let's just try French. So as soon as you click that, you can see that everything has changed to French. And you'll notice that if the words don't fit there like they used to, you can see I'm just hovering over it, and it's going to show you the entire words. And then if you ever want to go back to English, you just click the flag again, and you find English. There you go. So Overjoyed is available for anyone globally, no matter what language you speak.
That's awesome.
And scene.
Yeah.
I never knew there was so much involved in Overjoyed.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's really been, I mean, it's really well thought through.
And that's just scratching the surface anyway.
Yeah. So if you let's see. I think I have access to the folder.
Well, for these last few minutes, can you honestly open Overjoyed on your screen and see if I fixed the issue?
Yeah. Do I need
And also
to
sharing your
reinstall it?
screen. In what?
Do I need to reinstall it?
I think you have it, maybe.
I do. I don't know if I needed to, or does it just automatically update?
And look what they added now. You can share 2 screens at once. That's what this program added. Whoa. No, you saw the issue. It's so weird.
Hold on. I have my display at 125.
Alright, now close Overjoyed and reopen it.
Hold on. Let me do one more thing that's might be causing problems. I'm having trouble resizing.
Resizing what?
The Overjoyed window?
It's not meant to be resizable, that's the problem.
Okay. So this is what I have. I have a little bit up and down. And I have a little bit of bleed over.
Yeah, that's so weird because it's a 1920 by 1080. Like, something's definitely weird with some settings, probably different. I don't know.
Scale, hold on. My scale didn't change. Oh, that's the wrong monitor. $1920 by 1080.
And 100%?
Yeah. Yeah, I still have a little bleed over here.
Right. I'll have to figure that out. I guess I can make it resizable. I mean, it'll just be like just a black screen anywhere it's too big. I guess it's fine if I make it resizable, at least the width. If someone had to, they could resize it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I lost my sharing. This is what I get. So this is.
Yeah, it's looking right, and that is huge. So what's happening is it is resizing, but I don't know why. And I can't see anything weird about it. Oh, I think I know what it is.
What's that?
Can you make it so it's not extending your display? So scroll up. So which one's your main monitor? Show only on one.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Sorry, hold on a second. The number 2 is my little guy.
So make sure it says show only on one, and then share screen again.
Let me share only on 2 because my 1 is huge.
I think what's happening is it's combining them into one mega display.
Okay, so I lost our audio. Are you still there?
I'm still here.
No,
Hello?
I can't hear you. Hold on. Oh, I know why. Just 1 second, please.
All right.
There we go. I'm back. Am I echoing?
No, you're good.
Okay, so let's see. Let me share the screen again.
See how this looks. Come on. No. And you have what's the display setting?
This is 2. Show only on 2, 119 by 1080.
All right, scroll back up and make it duplicate these displays. I don't know if that's going to do to you, but it should both be showing the same thing now, right?
Yep.
And then try Overjoyed. If that doesn't solve it, then I'll figure it out another date. It's so weird. I mean, I can solve it just by making it so you can resize the width.
That would fix it for me, for sure.
Like the average person probably wouldn't have to touch it. It's so weird. But oh well, every computer is so different.
Yeah, absolutely. We ran into that a lot when I was writing programs for IoT, and every device that people needed to install, was just totally different.
All right, well, thank you everybody for watching our stream. I'm gonna end it now.
Oh, did we have people?
Actually, I'm gonna do what's called rating. That means sending our viewers over to another channel. Let me do that, and then here we go. It's kind of a way that you get people to learn about what you're doing too.
Okay.
Well, you don't
So
have to say for this part, but thank you
I need
for
to I
helping
need
me
to get
out.
going, but I want to let you know that I'm going to be traveling from Thursday the 12th till the 18th, Wednesday the 18th. So my ability to be productive is limited.
That's okay.
Okay, doke. So
Yep. All right. See ya.
yeah, please share the video in our shared folder, and then I can take that out and start working on a script for it.
All right. Sounds good.
Cool. Talk to you later.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.